We're going to do a quick little analysis of two Carson City Morgan dollars that were both graded MS65, and I recently submitted these to CAC Grading for crossover, for the crossover service. And they were both MS65s. One of them crossed and the other one did not. And so we're going to analyze both of these. I thought these both were a lock. I thought these both were great coins for the grade. Obviously, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, even though I am a life member of the American Numismatic Association, which I paid for. I do not know what I'm talking about. But anyways, let's see if we can look at this thing and let's analyze what we see here and see if we can tell the difference. So that should be a good, nice picture of the 85cc, which did not cross over for a 65 CAC coin, and which actually would have paid off the most in terms of net profits, or I should say the kind of the economics of it. But anyways, let's take a look at it. So what I see here, if we get into the details here of the cheek. So when it comes to grading Morgan dollars, one of the things you learn, there's a great book by PCGS called PCGS Grading Standards. I think it might be called. It's an old book. It's a green, it's like a green book that I'd recommend. They printed it in like the 1990s or something, or like early 2000s. It's a fantastic book. And one of the things that the book does is it goes through every single series and it shows you what the focal areas are of the coin. So what that means is that the main things that the PCGS would look at, or I guess CAC would look at for grading the coin, would be things like this cheek area. This cheek area is exceptionally important. The next area, I think, is the neck. The neck is very important. And then the area in front of the eye, and I believe back here, or kind of this area in general up here. The reverse is never as important as the obverse, but I do believe that, I can't actually remember, so I'm not going to say it. I don't remember what the focal areas of the reverse. But what's super important would be the obverse and your focal areas for that. So tilting it here, let's see if we can get in a good view. This is pretty good. So what I'm seeing from here is just that this is certainly an MS65 cheek. There's nothing like really super distracting, but maybe there's like one too many marks. There's kind of a heavy collection of marks right here in the upper cheekbone, right above the lip, and over on here on the nose. Maybe just a little bit too much for their liking. Let's take a look here in the field. It's kind of hard to see. Do the best I can here to get some stuff into focus, but you see there's a little bit of chatter here. Overall, I still think this is a nice 65, but this is not at the standard of CAC. So let's go ahead and look at the one that they did approve and see what we see. So right off the bat, I can tell you is that we do have cheek abrasion. Obviously, this is not like a 66, but we do have cheek abrasion, but they're not as, I guess, heavy or as pronounced as the other one, I will say. They're obviously both 65s. I think the neck is a little bit cleaner. There's definitely a lot more cleanliness along the jawbone, the jawbone area. And I would say, let's take a look here in the margin. You see it. I mean, you see the field in front of the face is actually pretty clean. Definitely cleaner than the last coin. And I think that is what helps contribute to this being approved for the MS65 grade. I mean, if you look across it, this coin might even MS66. And that's what I've noticed a lot about stuff that CAC is graded, is that you look at it and you can kind of see it, like you can kind of see it in a holder at the next grade up at some of the other grading services. You can kind of see it in a holder. And so, yeah, I mean, when I showed that stuff to you guys a second ago, when you look at, think about and compare what we just looked at a second ago, I mean, you can definitely see more heavier abrasions. Maybe that's it. That's all it really takes to kind of be the separation between a coin that is in like the upper tier, a B level or A level coin, versus kind of a C or D level coin. So hopefully you found that interesting and informative. These are both available.